the first manager to win a trophy in 17 years. The first manager to win a European trophy in 41 years. Only two other men can say that they have been a European champion with Tottenham Hotspur, and Tottenham have only gone and sacked Ange Postecoglou. Now, I'm going to read out the statement that they said, and we're just going to get straight into this because this is hot and it's just an instant reaction. So I quote from Tottenham Hotspur. They said, following a review of performances after a significant reflection, the club can announce that Ange Postecoglou has been relieved of his duties. Ange joined us from Celtic in the summer of 2023 and oversaw a period of change on the pitch, returning us to the attacking brand of football that has traditionally been associated with the club, while writing a new chapter in our history by leading us to UEFA Europa League glory in Bilbao last month. An achievement that will live with us forever. We are extremely grateful to Ange for his commitment and contribution during the 2 years at the club. Ange will always be remembered as only the third manager in our history to deliver a European trophy, alongside figures like Bill Nicholson and Keith Birkinshaw. However, the board has unanimously concluded that it is the best interest of the club for a change to take place. Following a positive start in the 2023 to 2024 Premier League season, we recorded 78 points from the last 66 Premier League games. This culminated in our worst ever Premier League finish last season. At times we were excruciating. At times there were excruciating circumstances, injuries, and then the decision to prioritize the European campaign. Whilst winning Europa League this season ranks as one of the club's greatest moments, we cannot base our decisions on emotions aligned to this triumph. It is crucial that we are able to compete on multiple fronts, and believe a change of approach will give us the strongest chance for coming season and beyond. This has been one of the toughest decisions we've had to make, and it is not a decision that we have taken lightly, nor one that we have rushed to conclude. We have made what we believe is the right decision to give us the best chance of success going forward, not the easy decision. We have a talented young squad, and Ange gives us a great platform to build on. We look to express our gratitude to him. We wish him well for the future. He is always welcome back at the club. News on the appointment of the head coach will be announced soon, in due course. First of all, what a long statement that was. But I don't know. There's some interesting things in there. Obviously, I like the fact, as much as I don't agree with this, I did ask for, we want communication. I would rather someone sat in front of a camera and answered these questions, but obviously that's not going to happen. But the fact that they've obviously used the stats, you're saying that they've seen in the last 66 Premier League games, we got 78 points. So obviously they've been looking at the numbers. And one thing we do criticize Daniel Levy for about is being a bad owner, but in terms of most Premier League, and the top six, I know the top six is not a thing, but in terms of top six owners, I think Daniel Levy is probably one of the only owners that goes every single home and away game. So he's had to sit through all of these as well. So I do understand it in that sense. Yes, 17 in the league, but like, come on, we won a trophy. Like, all the fans have been asking for a trophy for so long, and that's what Daniel Levy has been hounded about. One trophy in his time at the club, profit over glory, all of that, and you finally get a man that brings you a trophy. You see the trophy parade scenes afterwards. The fan base is just so united once again. The players seem to love him as well. You can tell the way they always talk about him, and you go and sack him. Like, it just, does it get any more Spursy than that? Like, let's be honest. Does it really get any more Spursy than that? The one manager to finally we've brought in Conte, Mourinho, managers that are known for serial winning and did not win a trophy. Pochettino had us playing probably the best football we've ever played under Daniel Levy in the Premier League, and he got rid of him because we got to a Champions League final and he didn't want to back him. And yes, I appreciate we're 17th, but Ange Postecoglou deserved to start next season. And obviously, what I'm hoping as well is the rumours about Thomas Frank are not true. If there's any Brentford fans watching this, so I don't even care any of it there is. But if we're sacking Ange Postecoglou and bringing in Thomas Frank, like, what is the point? Thomas Frank is, I think his only European experiences he had like Europa qualifiers or something like that with his Bromby like 10 years ago. Come on. And you're going to take him into the Champions League. His first competitive game for Tottenham Hotspur is going to be the Super Cup. Like, let's be honest. Do me a favor. It's got to be a better manager than that. I'm praying that they are just working on a manager that no one's talking about behind the scenes. I would take, personally, if we're going to have to go and talk about Premier League experience and managers that we can take, I'm saying Oliver Glasner. People would say, oh, how are you going to get him out of Crystal Palace? They've got Europa League. We've got Champions League football. And Oliver Glasner's got Premier League experience. He's proven at European level. He's won a Europa League. And he's just won an FA Cup, the first major trophy in Crystal Palace's history, after being there a year and a half. So I feel like you could sell that to the players, but you're telling me you're going to sell Thomas Frank to Christian Romero or... To be fair, we ain't going to... But you know what I mean, though, guys. Like, what is going on with that? It's just not great. So in terms of replacement, I'm hoping they're bringing in someone that's not Thomas Frank, because with all due respect... Thomas Frank is what? He's been in the Premier League 4 seasons. Yes, he's been pretty stable. I heard 2 top 10 finishes and 2 bottom half finishes. But you know what? Like, you're talking about we want to compete on all fronts, and you're bringing a man that's never got experience doing it. With all due respect, I know every manager has to get their way up, but come on. I don't know. But you guys let me know in the comments as well. I'm going to wrap it up there because it's just still just so hot. Like, man, we could talk about this for ages, but... we're just going to have to wait and see what the manager situation is saying. But they have to look at more managers than Thomas Frank. If they're talking, in the statement, if they're talking about competing on all fronts, then Thomas Frank is not that manager. I would love to come and say, oh, like come back in, a year, 2 years time and say, oh, how wrong was I? But let's be honest, Thomas Frank, the players ain't buying it. Look at come on, man. Let me know what you think in the comments as well. But... yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out because fuming, mate.